Hi, everyone. Welcome to our first ever Harvest Zoom fundraiser. My name is Laura Tokarski, and I am the Executive Director of Trash for Peace. I am so to introduce the show to you and tell you more about what Trash for Peace does. We have been in Portland for about 10 years. This is where we originated. And our mission is to provide hands-on creative experiences to encourage resilient communities. You may be wondering, what does that actually mean? Well, it means that our goal is to work with communities to create a world that is truly sustainable, one that recognizes the faults of our current systems, inequality, white privilege, its injustices, and is instead rooted in environmental justice, equity, and a focus on a future of a world without waste. Our work is based in communities and with communities, and everything we do is based on relationships, and those relationships that really acknowledge the unique skills, perspectives, and cultural perspectives that the communities we work with bring to the table. That really, in essence, is sustainability for us. It is community, and what we think is that in order to really take care of our planet, we have to take care of each other. All of the opportunities that we offer with Trash for Peace are based on the interest of communities that we work with and are created collaboratively. We have three main programs that we are very excited to share with you tonight. We have our Youth Sustainability Education Program, our Environmental Promoter Program, and our Ground Score Association Program. Through those three programs, we are currently providing low barrier and temporary jobs related to waste reduction and recycling to over 75 members of our community. Since March, we have distributed over $50,000 directly to the most vulnerable members of our community through our People's Depot. When I say vulnerable, I mean people that are living outside, low income, members of our community that our systems have really, truly failed. We are distributing hands-on sustainability education kits to over 450 youth each month that live in multifamily affordable housing sites. And that is just the tip of the iceberg. We also are directly influencing policy to ensure that as the region grows, it does so to genuinely reflect the values of equity and inclusion to truly make this region sustainable for everyone. Community members through Trash for Peace directly helped put together our region's new waste and recycling plan for the next decade with our regional government, Metro. We have staff that sit on the Central Eastside Industrial Council Board, the City of Portland Waste Equity Advisory Group, Metro's Regional Waste Advisory Committee, and we are one of only 2 organizations in the United States that are part of an international consortium of waste picker organizations. Our team works tirelessly to ensure that we are truly working to improve the systems that are currently failing so many incredible members of our communities. And I am so incredibly humbled and honored to be part of this incredible community. And we cannot do this work without you, our supporters, our team, which is why we have an exciting event planned for you today. We have 3 crafts that we've implemented with the youth we work with, a delicious recipe that is a family favorite from one of our amazing staff members, Alondra, who is our Environmental Promoter Program Manager. We also have a musical performance by Gabriel Benavente Benitez and stories and testimonials from some of our environmental promoters and our ground score workers. Our goal this evening is to raise $3,000, which will directly help us continue to work for a more environmentally just community with members of our community most adversely affected by its injustices. You can donate at trashforpeace.org/harvestzoom. The first 50 people to donate at least $10 will receive a set of 3 stickers designed by one of our incredibly talented environmental promoters, Tony. As you can see here, they are absolutely beautiful. I've received them, I've tested them out. They are waterproof, they're amazing, they're beautiful, and they're actually behind me on the wall. If you can see them, they're really small. They look so good. It is also my honor as we start the show to introduce one of our staff members, Isaiah Talton. Isaiah was actually one of our very first youth participants over 10 years ago when we first got started. He knows Trash for Peace just as well as I do, and he has since then been one of our interns, a summer work staff member, one of our environmental promoters, and is now our environmental promoter coordinator. He is absolutely amazing, and he's going to share a bit of his story as well as share some quotes from some of our environmental promoters about what fall means to them. As we are in this incredible season, we are so honored to be able to share some thoughts from some of our team.
Hi, my name is Isaiah Talton, and I work with the nonprofit organization Trash for Peace as an environmental promoter coordinator. So during my time as a promoter, I was given the chance to work with Metro and both Trash for Peace, doing like a dual split kind of internship. And so it was my job to actively go into subsidized housing communities, or in other words, family housing sites, apartment sites, and build relationships with residents and to receive feedback from them on changes they would like to see happen in their communities around trash and recycling, or if our program was even needed in their sites. Once I received that information, it was then my responsibility to relay that back to both Metro and Trash for Peace so we could see how we would be able to implement our program to fit their needs. That was my job as a community voice writer. So during my experience as a promoter, just a few out of the many great things I enjoyed most about my position was making great connections with different promoters and people just by networking and doing tabling events and helping set up and work at just different events and connecting with other organizations who had similar missions to our own. I also got the chance to participate in workshops through Metro's Healthy Homes unit, where we would make soft scrubs, cleaning supplies, personal body care products, using more eco-friendly ingredients. And I really got to meet some great people and get connected to a course instructor named Lauren Norris, who teaches her very own master recycling classes. And it's just a great opportunity for promoters to take the course. I really strongly recommend it. It really deepens their knowledge about the recycling and waste system over Oregon. So I was fortunate enough to be able to take that class and have Lauren Norris as an instructor. And she holds a lot of knowledge about the different systems set in place. So just opportunities like that, I really enjoyed, and I have Trash for Peace to thank for that, for connecting me with smart, motivated people who are really advocating for environmental justice, and for giving me the opportunity to really try this program out, and to try something different, step out of my comfort zone. So again, thank you.
Thank you so much to Isaiah and our environmental promoters for sharing with us tonight. I'm going to share a little bit more about that program specifically. That program originated by listening to residents we have worked with over the past 10 years and their desire for better recycling and waste management systems where they live in their apartments, as well as an interest in learning more about how these systems work. Recycling can be incredibly confusing. For example, the recycling symbols that we see on plastic don't actually mean that an item can be recycled. In our region, we can recycle plastic based on its shape and size. So things like that can be incredibly confusing. So we go over trainings about recycling. We go over training about waste reduction and healthy homes, such as how to reduce the amount of toxic chemicals that you might have in your home and how to properly and safely dispose of hazardous waste. And these trainings, as well as the work that our environmental promoters do, has been created collaboratively with immense support from Metro, our regional government, our local governments, and the promoters themselves, after they go through these trainings, we support them in creating their own projects and doing outreach in their own communities and for their own communities. To date, we have worked with over 25 residents, and we are about to train over 30 new promoters. And we are so, so excited. We have learned so much from the incredible community members that we work with, and have been just continually inspired by them. Along with our Environmental Promoter Program, our youth programming component that is part of our sustainability education program, this consists of weekly after-school activities that focus on hands-on learning, community engagement, leadership, and life skills that all relate to sustainability. It's all about fun and teamwork. We do field trips, we get out in nature. During COVID, of course, this has shifted a little bit in order to prioritize safety. And most of our programming has been online, as well as providing hands-on kits to over 450 youth that we work with of all ages. And these activities, these kits have over 3 crafts with all the materials that they need, using as many reclaimed materials as possible. They also include some family favorite recipes, just like the one that we are going to share tonight from our Environmental Promoter Program Manager, Alondra. And along those lines, it is my sincere pleasure to introduce Elaine, who is one of our amazing board members, who's going to be sharing a little bit more about our youth programming, as well as how you can contribute to Trash for Peace tonight.
Thank you, Laura, for the introduction. Thank you all very much for joining us this evening for our first ever Harvest Zoom fundraising event. So as Laura mentioned, next up, we'll be crafting a simple and beautiful DIY fall wreath, and we'll also be showing you how to make some delicious champurrado, a traditional Mexican chocolate drink perfect for fall weather. Please enjoy, and I'll see you soon.
We are making a wreath, a fall wreath. You cut out a circle, poke some holes, and then what are we doing, Simon? What are we looking for?
Leaves.
Leaves! We're collecting some leaves. Do you see some? Oh, I see so many pretty ones. Okay, let's get all your leaves out.
Mommy, tape it.
Good job! Good motor skills, bud. Why don't you stick that through the hole? Stick it all the way through. All the way through the other side. And then I will tape the back.
The back.
All right, so now what we're gonna do, oh, that looks so pretty. We're gonna go to the back. I'm just gonna tape it down. And then we're gonna keep going with our wreath, and then we're gonna take a picture of it when it's all done and then hang it by our house. How does that sound?
Good.
Hi everyone, my name is Alondra and I am the Environmental Promoter Program Manager with Trash for Peace. Today I'm going to be sharing one of my favorite traditional drinks, champurrado. Here are the ingredients: condensed milk, evaporated milk, regular milk, cinnamon sticks, chocolate abuelita, and maseca. I started off with adding 1 cinnamon stick to about 1 cup of water. Once the water starts to boil, we are ready to add the other ingredients. I added about 4 cups of 1% low-fat milk. You can also add any other milk you like. I then move on to add 1 can of evaporated milk. And I add about half of the condensed milk, and you can always choose to add less or more. Lastly, I add the chocolate abuelita. I added about 1.5 bar of this. I mix these ingredients for about 5 minutes or so. Now I moved on to the maseca. I add about 1 cup of maseca and 4 to 5 cups of water. Once it's ready, I start pouring it in with the other ingredients. It's important to keep it at a low-medium heat. Make sure to keep pouring in the maseca in little by little. Make sure to keep stirring so clumps won't create at the bottom of the pan. I kept stirring for about 20 to 25 minutes or so, and I added maseca as needed. And this is the final result. I had it with the pan dulce.
What a beautiful wreath. And I don't know about you, but I will definitely be making champurrado for the holidays. We are so excited to share with you all of the amazing impact we've made in our communities and for the health of our environment. Our goal is to raise $3,000 so that we can continue to educate our communities through our Environmental Promoters Program, provide low barrier waste management jobs through our Ground Score program, and provide sustainability education kits for youth through our Sustainability Education Program. You can help us increase recycling rates and divert pounds of trash from landfills by supporting what we do. A small gift of $10 will educate 5 youth on sustainability principles such as reducing and reusing, recycling, healthy foods, renewable energy, culture, and the natural world by providing hands-on sustainability education kits. A gift of $20 will employ a Ground Score worker for 1 hour. A gift of $50 will provide sustainability education kits for 25 youth or employ a single Ground Score coordinator for 2 hours. A gift of $75 will employ up to 5 environmental promoters, and a gift of $100 will provide healthy snacks for 50 youth or 1 hour of work for 5 Ground Score workers. Please visit trashforpeace.org/harvestzoom to give at any point throughout the event. I'm going to hand it over to Laura now, who'll talk a little bit more about our programming with Ground Score. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Elaine. I'm so honored to be able to share more information about our Ground Score program. Ground Score is an incredible program that really started a little over a year ago, and this program is meant to be radically inclusive. It is a peer-led participatory program that facilitates low barrier job opportunities for community members that collect cans and bottles as a main source of revenue and or face work and housing insecurity. We provide jobs in litter collection, event waste management, and advocacy relating to equitable access to waste and recycling services. One of our incredible new opportunities for jobs that really started because of COVID is called the People's Depot. And this can and bottle redemption service has already served over 135 individuals per week. We operate weekly. We have distributed over $50,000 to community members that need it the most. We've collected over 400,000 beverage containers for recycling, and over 50% of those containers came from the ground or the trash. So we really diverted an immense amount of material. However, one of our co-founders of this program, Barbie, is here with us tonight, and Ground Score would not exist without her. I am just absolutely in awe of Barbie every single day, and I'm so honored to introduce her tonight, who's going to be able to share much more about the program with you.
Hello, everyone. I am extremely excited to present Ground Score Association. Ground Score Association is collectively organized and seeks to be radically inclusive, prioritizing work opportunities for those who are facing work and housing insecurity. Ground Score seeks to build more environmentally and socially aware community while also changing society of who and what is valuable. And Ground Score is a peer led initiative of a nonprofit for Trash for Peace, and during the COVID times, we started what they call the People's Depot, and we're going to share some videos with you about the People's Depot and some of the people that work for Ground Score. Thank you.
Ground Score is a safe space. Ground Score is an opportunity for us to really start to develop the skills that we need, including primarily accountability, to become engaged with our community and our environment. Ground Score is essential. It encourages us to want to, excel and try and reach for higher goals. And I think that Ground Score is the next step for us to really develop as a person.
I've been a canner for 3 years now. About 3 years now. And I started in St. John's, where I was homeless for 3 years. And I just recently me and my husband just got us an apartment in Northwest, and I'm still canning, regardless if I'm indoors or not. This is like a job. I told my husband when I first started canning that I was gonna make a career out of this, and this was gonna be a big thing. And so far, and it has, and it's like, I love it. I mean, it's something that I enjoy doing and giving back to my community and helping my community and helping the environment by picking up, helping pick up the trash and keep litter out the oceans and stuff like that. And just making it bigger than, just, recycle, picking up a can or just, 10 cents. It's something bigger than that.
I want the people in Portland to know that canners are helping keep the environment clean, and also it's providing also for people that don't have what they need, such as homelessness, where they can provide for themselves, and also by recycling for the canners.
I want people in Portland to know that canners they're not bad people. If you see them out there, go out and introduce yourself to them. Let them know who you are. They're friendly, they're grateful people, and you get to know them. You can just give them the cans if you want to or not. But to judge them because they're out there picking up 10 cents that somebody else threw away that really doesn't care out of a car window, in a river, a creek bed, back in some berry bushes. They just want a little bit of money to live on. And a lot of them are homeless. Some of them are not. A lot of people actually make a good living at just candy. Just introduce yourself to someone. People's Depot means really some independence. It's bad enough, being in a shelter, just being homeless, but then when you have spending money, when you can actually work for somebody that is low barrier, and it buys me a shower, gives me toiletries, cigarettes, lets me get food, shoes if I need to get them. It's working with other people that are in the same kind of barriership that I am in.
I feel at home here, and being out here, a sense of home is not a place, but a group of people. We have to learn how to walk before we can run, and so we're walking pretty solid, Pretty soon we're going to start running, and once we start running, things are going to happen for us, and I'm just glad to be here, be a part of it all.
We face a lot of hardship out here. Survival takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of just day to day to go get your food, your shower, your income. It's all very timely. It's difficult to maintain a routine that can accommodate the standard employment and lifestyle that you have when you're indoors. So this is a way for us to kind of negotiate on our terms, and in a way that respects that we do need flexibility, and the ability to have access to this employment without barriers that some of us can't overcome.
Going to multiple different locations and stores that limit the number of bottles and cans that you can take back. Safeway could pick anywhere from 50 to 24, same way for Plaid Pantry, and some won't even take them back. And it makes it difficult because there's a lot of people actually make their daily living picking up bottles and cans. They pick them up the streets, and then when they can't take them back, the issue is that they have no money. The retailers charge you for the 10 cents on every bottle and can that comes out of them. You should be able to return to them, not limited. So the People's Depot actually fills that gap, which is a pretty big gap because we take 250 at a time. And it does a lot of, people are really thankful and they're really grateful that we're here.
The people in Portland can support canners by, like I mentioned, leaving the recyclables outside of the primary blue bins. That way we can, depart quietly and respectfully. Sometimes just a hi and a hello. Acknowledging that, we are part of the community and that this is our job. Instead of feeling like it's something that needs to be hidden. Hi, hello is huge. We're hard workers. It does take a lot of work, and the effort and energy that we expel doing that is certainly not rewarded to the same degree that it would be if we were, working an hourly wage. So we are resilient and definitely capable hard workers.
I just want to say thank you so much to Ground Score for all of the amazing and impactful work you do. If you'd like to support Ground Score, visit trashforpeace.org/harvestzoom to give. A small gift of $20 will employ a Ground Score worker for 1 hour. A gift of $50 will employ a single Ground Score coordinator for 2 hours. And a gift of $100 will provide 1 hour of work for 5 Ground Score workers. Again, thank you all very much for being here, and thank you for your support. Next up, I'd like to give a special thanks and introduction to Gabriel Benavente Benitez, who composed a special song just for tonight. Following his performance, we will have a donation intermission. And again, thank you. We hope you enjoy his performance.
Gabriel Benavente Benitez. I'm from Mexico City. I'd like to thank Trash for Peace for inviting me to their event. I'm going to play a new song that's called Eso Ya Fue. I hope you enjoy it and thank you for watching. Que si mi envidia es en vano, la comparación solo el verano. ¿Cómo vivir sin culpa? Vete tú a saber. Quiero entender que hay que aceptarla. ¿Te acuerdas de ese almacén? En serio que te veo tan bien. ¿Cómo estás? Solo te vi desde el coche. Iba a saludar, pero me puse a imaginar. Las gotas en la ventana alzándose mientras busco las ganas de extrañarte otro rato. Y a decir verdad, pensarte dio abasto. El estacionamiento a comer donde me animé, pero no dejaste que quemara. Me frustré y dejé que me sentaras. Me río hoy sin despedirme, yo me voy. Me río hoy en las fiestas de noviembre.
Thank you, Gabriel, for an amazing performance. We are so elated and overwhelmed with all of the support that we've received tonight. It's important now more than ever for our communities and especially our youth to form long-lasting bonds to our natural world. Trash for Peace vows to strive for empowered, healthy communities living in a world without waste. A small gift of $10 will educate 5 youth on sustainability principles such as reducing and reusing, recycling, healthy foods, renewable energy, culture, and the natural world by providing hands-on sustainability education kits. A gift of $20 will employ a ground score worker for 1 hour. A gift of $50 will provide sustainability education kits for 25 youth or employ a single ground score coordinator for 2 hours. A gift of $75 will employ up to 5 environmental promoters, and a gift of $100 will provide healthy snacks for 50 youth or 1 hour of work for 5 ground score workers. Thank you again for your support. I'll pass it to Laura now, who will share more about our sustainability education program. But for me, that's it for tonight, although there's still more to come. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Thank you so much, Elaine. It's just so wonderful to have you as on our team. You are amazing. We are so excited to be able to share a little bit more about the work we do with youth. Our Youth Sustainability Education Program is implemented on multifamily housing sites all over mostly East Multnomah County, primarily in collaboration with Home Forward, which is the largest provider of affordable housing in Oregon. The crafts that you have seen and will continue to see here tonight are some of our favorites that we have made with some of the youth that we work with. Again, we work with youth of all ages, and some of the most wonderful aspects about what we do is that the youth we work with are so energetic and endlessly creative and love to help us come up with ideas and activities. Especially the older youth that we work with really act as mentors and leaders and help us lead the activities as well as create activities. So many of the teens we work with are already leaders because of the childcare that they help provide to their older siblings and are constantly absolutely inspiring us with their leadership skills and their energy and enthusiasm and their passion for the environment and for what we do. We do lots of crafts that really focus on reusing, recycling. We try to share in the education around recycling, but in fun and hands-on ways. For example, we will use freezer boxes as cardboard for some of our crafts and then talk about how anything that goes in the freezer actually can't be recycled, even though it looks like cardboard. It has plastic in it, so it has to go in the trash, or you can reuse it to make awesome crafts. So those are some of the things that we like to do and we like to share. And above everything, just have so much fun. And also try to remember and share that we always want to remember to reduce, reuse, and then recycle. So we are very, very excited today to be able to share another one of our favorite crafts with you tonight and hope that you are inspired to make some of these crafts at home as well.
Hello! We are going to be making these awesome rock monsters! My assistant here, can you say hello? Simon. And we are going to be decorating these rocks. So earlier today we went on a nature walk and we found rocks, big and small. We found some leaves. Then all we need is a Sharpie or a pen, some glue or some tape, and some googly eyes if you want, or you can just draw on some eyes. The first thing you want to do is draw your mouth and your nose on your rock. So should we draw a mouth on here?
And a nose.
And the nose. Okay, now we have our mouth and our nose. Now we're gonna put our googly eyes. How many eyes do you want?
3 eyes.
Oh my gosh. Right here? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. But can I do the glue?
All right, the last step is you tape or glue on your leaves for the hair. All right, do you want another leaf on there? Like, how about over here?
No, I don't want another leaf.
No more hair?
No, no more hair.
Just like this?
And just like that.
Awesome. All right.
Alrighty.
Here we have our rock monster. Nose, mouth, eyes, hair. And it can join our rock monster family over here. Rock monster family. You did a good job.
It's Kathy with with Trash for Peace, I am going to do an activity today. I need to make decorations for Halloween for my table. On my other one, the other project is Dracula.
Amazing. Thank you so much to everyone who participated in our crafts and made craft videos and all of the incredible youth that we work with that love to craft with us. One of the reasons that we do so many hands-on activities is that we really think that learning is so much more effective and fun when we have our hands involved and when we are engaged with the activity in a fun way and when we work together. So thank you so much for watching those with us. We are just so incredibly grateful for all of you for attending this and participating with us tonight to learn a little bit more about what we do. We could not do what we do without our incredible staff and our board. I'm so humbled to work with such incredible people. When we were experiencing all of the wildfires, in September, we really considered closing down our People's Depot because of all the smoke, and I was really pushing for that, but our team wanted to continue working. They pushed for it and pushed for it because they are so dedicated to this work, and our staff, I know that they are constantly thinking of ways to support the work that we do and to truly redefine what waste and recycling systems can be and how they can really better serve our community and really redefine what waste is and make it obsolete, because we can really use it all as a resource. So it's incredible what we were able to do with such an amazing team, the community members that we work with, of course, the volunteers that we have, John and Susan. They have helped us with so much of the carpenter aspects of this work as an example. Our partners, Orlando Simpson and the City of Roses Disposal and Recycling team for supporting our office space and our operations, Metro or regional government, the City of Portland and the City of Gresham and the staff there in the waste and recycling departments who have partnered with us so wholeheartedly and have believed in everything that we do, even when it sounded weird and unique, and really took a chance with us. All of the youth organizations in Portland that are dedicated to diverting as much waste as possible, to all of our families that support the work that we do, even when we are potentially working long hours. We could not do this without you. Of course, Stick Design for making this event happen. It is so incredible that they have been able to support us with this event, which is something that we never would have been able to do without them, and is an absolutely amazing team. And of course, to all of you, all of our donors, for helping us do what we do. We are so grateful for your presence tonight and for supporting us. And if you would like to volunteer or be involved, please email me at laura@trashforpeace.org. And thank you so much again for attending our first ever virtual Harvest Zoom fundraiser.